the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this live reaction show for the Chelsea versus Liverpool game. I decided to go a bit early because this game week so far has been ludicrous, absolutely absurd. We've had more hat-tricks in one game week than across a whole season, it seems. Obviously topped off today so far with a hat-trick of assists. Well, 4 assists, I found out on the Llama Lounge with Boone and Llama and Matt for Harry Kane. 4 goals for Son. You got a hat-trick from Calvert-Lewin yesterday. Just unbelievable, genuinely unbelievable. You cannot make this up. I mean, for me, it more justifies that I'm glad that I've hit the wildcard button. I had none of these players in, so thankfully it hasn't actually affected me per se, because at the end of the day my team was shocking. I had to get rid of 5 or 6 of my players, which I've done. I've been very clever. I've caught some price rises. More importantly, I got rid of Ings, which meant that I got a price drop last night. So thankfully I didn't lose more money because I'd already lost 0.2. So that would have been 0.3. I've hadn't hit my wild card yesterday. Very happy that I've hit the wild card after this weekend's events. My team so far, apart from Ings and Aubameyang, has done nothing. In fact, I've barely had anybody play, to be honest with you. I've got 4 players in this specific game up on screen right now with Chelsea and Liverpool. I've got Robbo, Trent, Werner and Mane. It's funny, isn't it? Like every single game seems to be high scoring. You just know this is going to end up 0-0 or 1-0 either way, or like a really boring, dire game where neither team are willing to attack each other. I'm going to be having Paulie on as my correspondent, who will be, of course, watching the game for me while I listen in on the radio, and Paulie can tell me what specifically is happening on the day there. But amazing. In fact, if anybody wants to put some bets down, you know what? Get a bet on another hat-trick in this game. Why not, for fun? 50p on Werner, 50p on Mane, 50p on Salah, 50p on Firmino. Get 50p on Vardy as well. So those 5 players, a total cost of £2.50. With the amount of hat-tricks scored this game week, why not? Why not? Could we get a hat-trick of assists for Robertson? Could we get a hat-trick of assists for Trent? Could Reece James come up with a hat-trick of assists? Who knows? It's going to be a fascinating game. I went with a 3-2, but I've just found out as well, Newcastle, 3-0 loss to Brighton. Does this tell us a lot about Brighton more than it does Newcastle, or does it tell us more about Newcastle than it does about Brighton? Shocking, absolutely shocking. I have said, though, that Newcastle do seem to perform better away from home than they do at home, bizarrely. Evident today, losing 3-0. It's just embarrassing. Neil Maupay, I'm sure, in fact I know for fact, someone actually asked me the other day about Neil Maupay, and I went, he's just a waste of time, don't bother speaking to me about Brighton players. Comes up with 2 goals. Yesterday I know for fact that someone asked me about Nketiah. I said he's a waste of space. Comes up with the winning goal in the Arsenal game. Aubameyang, of course, disappointing again. I said it yesterday, Jason is, for me, from a rivalry point of view, from a player which has hit the wild card button and is, you know, he pulled it out the bag. I said it's a wonderful team that he's done. It's now in his favour again, just like the week before when Aubameyang got that one solitary goal. I said, surprise, surprise, Jason has got the advantage, because now the pressure really isn't on him regarding what his captain does, i.e. last week it was Vardy who was his captain. Well, we all know what happened there. This week is captain Sterling, and we all know what's going to happen there. I blamed Dan for Aubameyang's mess up and the fact that Sterling's probably going to do something tomorrow. Why? Because Dan brought in Sterling for a hit. Did he captain him? No. He decided to captain Aubameyang. And with Dan's luck, it always happens to Dan. He always comes on air and he always says this line, oh, I brought in Sterling. I thought he was going to do well. I did it for a hit, but I just didn't have faith in him. Same with me yesterday. It turns out that actually me not getting rid of Ings for Richarlison, it turns out to be it doesn't really matter. Ings scoring 2 today, and he's going to get a bonus point. Richarlison yesterday, of course, getting a goal. No, he didn't. He got 2 assists, didn't he? And or 3 assists. I can't even remember what he did. Anyway, the point being is that he got 11 points, and yeah, it looks like them to are essentially going to break even, to my shock. But I'm going to bring up my team on screen in 2 seconds. Let's just quickly say hello to the people that were here very, very early on. MIM, Vicky, and I know that's not a girl, it's just someone that's using a girl's profile. And Antoine, Archie, Ray Braith is here. They've all been waiting there since God knows what time, chatting with each other. Jack Tyndale. You've got various others. FPL Boona came in. He obviously kept Son. Incredible. Shalom. Grekla. And many more. Fruit Loops. Jack Perry. Emilian. Latic. Fantasy World Order. Coolio 2/3. Yeah, Sterling hat-trick tomorrow. Oscar Bell had Kane and Son on my team. Well done. Excellent. Excellent. They have really, really performed for you this game week. And before I bring up, I'll bring up the team now. There it is, up on screen right now. I've got Trent, Robbo. I've already said Trent, Robbo, Mane and Werner in this game. Who else did I had McCarthy playing with a whopping 0 points. St. Maximin, I heard Booner saying that he went off injured. Thanks. Danny Ings, of course, with that points, and Wilson, apparently, according to the Llama Lounge, was just walking around doing absolutely nothing. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So let's just check out this team news then for the Chelsea versus Liverpool game. I don't actually know what the Liverpool team is, but I'm assuming it's exactly the same as what it was the other week. But here's Chelsea's team. Kepa in goal, Reece James, Christensen, Zuma, Alonso. Well, what were they saying about Salah versus Alonso? Well done, Salah owners. Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic, Mount, Havertz and Werner. No Pulisic on the bench, unfortunately. No Pulisic whatsoever. I think, I don't know if Lampard actually ruled him out or not. I can't actually remember if he officially ruled him out. But let's just quickly bring up the Liverpool team news. Like I said, I'm assuming it's exactly the same as what it was the other day. And the answer is... right. No. Okay. Fabinho in for Gomez? Is that right? Alisson Trent, Fabinho, Van Dijk, Robertson, Wijnaldum, Henderson, Keita, Mane, Salah, Firmino. Right, so Fabinho's coming for Gomez, I'm assuming, or Matip, who had played last week. Wow, that's a very interesting. Gomez injured. Of course, Tierney got injured yesterday. In the warm-up. Did that have an effect on whoever it was? Whoever it blinking was? I can't even remember who it was now. But let's just quickly bring on... Gunnar, and let's just see what he has to say about the game week so far. Gunnar, you are live on the Elite FPL show covering Chelsea versus Liverpool. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello, what do you want to talk about?
Shambles of a game week.
Tell us why.
Should I put my team or...
Just talk to us. You're only going to be on air for a few minutes. Talk to us about why it's been a shambles.
I just think we ignored decent people that we never... I don't know, we just put people are wildcarding with one game week, and it's obviously shown that that's just too early, because people would have jumped on triple United probably, or have double United, and now they're going to be wanting to remove them already for Son, City.
Are you one of these people that had tripled or doubled up on United?
I've got Martial. I didn't wildcard him in though. Did
you bring in Martial specifically for this week?
Yeah, for a hit from Ings.
Well, you tell us, the audience, why. I mean, I know why, but why did you do it? There's reasonings as to why you did the transfer, so let us know why.
Yeah, I wish I knew why, to be honest. I should have waited. Like I said, one game week. We made our teams for 4 or 5 weeks before the season started. So everyone should have just stuck with what they had, including me. But yeah.
There was an interesting, we'll speak to Paulie in a minute, there was an interesting message from Paulie to me, and he said that I just wish I'd done a you and just stayed off Twitter and Discord and just not listened to the various noises. Is this somebody like yourself that just listened to too much noise?
Yeah, really, yeah. A lot of people have said, nah, don't do this or whatever, and I've listened. Like Calvert-Lewin, I said I might get Calvert-Lewin, and everyone's like, nah, he had a shocking after lockdown. And bagged the hat-trick, scored in the first week. You just got to do what you want to do. So don't listen to anyone else.
what's been the disaster of a game week then so far for you? Has your captain failed? Has your defenders let in 5 goals? I mean, what's been a disaster for you specifically, other than Martial coming in?
Well, I did do Havertz to Rodriguez, which obviously, but Havertz is yet to play. Captain Aubameyang, an assist, which is not great. But I've still got Werner, James, Salah and Trent in this game, so obviously it could all turn around. But with Son, Bag and 4, that's killed me.
Well, then again, there's many people that got rid of Son this specific game.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Booner himself got rid of Kane for a hit. There are lots of other people that felt that Tottenham were, let's be honest here, they thought they were a shambles. And it turns out that based on one game, certain individuals made a judgment and said, right, I'm getting rid of Tottenham assets. You've got people like Jason that did his wild card. It'd be fascinating if Jason, if anybody's unaware, Jason has no idea what's happened today in the football and is going to be doing a special Sunday surgery where he will be doing a live reaction to the results. He's not going to be watching the games, but you know what I mean. But he's done his wild card. It'd be interesting to know how he'll be feeling after. I think he'll be feeling fine, to be honest with you, especially the fact that Aubameyang blanked. Well, you know what I mean. He didn't do what everybody was expecting him to do. Ironically, the history suggested he wasn't going to do much either. So for you moving forward, have you got any thought processes into the upcoming game week and game week 3?
It is tempting to wildcard, but
I've done it
because there's a lot of people. Well, there's 4 or 5 people that I want rid.
Then do it.
So that's probably worth it. Yeah.
For me, the 5 or 6 players that I wanted to get rid of would have cost me a 12, 16 point hit, whatever, to bring in the players that I wanted. I lost out on money. I had to play around. I thought, I had to do it. It was an emergency. Are you in that same situation?
Yeah. Well, with Maximin as well injured. Well, let's just say, I don't even know why. That's another thing about listening to others. I listen to people about him. I got him. He's shit. Let's just be real. He does nothing.
Well, unfortunately, we all follow the information at hand. We all listen to people that we think have insight into various players. I was one of them that bought St. Maximin, as you state. He is SHIT. Gunnar, what are you expecting from this game then, before we let you go?
I reckon 2-2.
2-2. Brilliant. Gunnar, cheer up. Don't worry about it. We'll speak to you soon.
See you, bro.
Cheers, dude. There's Gunnar. Let's see if I can bring on Anurag for 30 seconds. Anurag, hopefully we don't have any audio issues with yourself. Anurag, talk to us. Hello, Anurag.
What's up?
What's up, Anurag? Your thoughts on today's game, Spurs versus Southampton?
Sonny. Ronaldo. All about him.
Did you own him?
Yeah, I had him.
Oh, well done. Are you one of those people that wildcarded this week or wildcarding for next week?
I didn't wildcard. I rolled my. And in terms of wildcard, probably not. It's just too many players I want. Rather just wait for the wildcard game week.
Anurag, I'm sorry, you're breaking up there. Every other word is this, that. I'm sorry, mate. Just quickly before we bring on Paulie, my correspondent today, I just want to quickly just read out a few comments in chat before we go up. Emilian Click is now 5.6. Yep, I got it. I got the price rise. I'm being very clever with my price rise. Mark Antigua, this guy is for real regarding Gunner. You can hear the depression in his voice. Well, yeah, this is what people have a go at me. People have a go at me for just reacting to my mate who's done really well and got really lucky with Vardy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. I don't understand why people seem to have an issue with people that get upset or annoyed by this game. It's natural. What do you think? I don't know. Archie saying Mitrovic thoughts. I'm tempted to bring him in for not Wilson. For somebody just to maybe catch a price rise. What I'm trying to cleverly do, is be able to get 0.2 in the extra in the bank, so I can't remember who it was now, so I can upgrade whoever, and then I can have the perfect team that I'd be very, very happy to move forward with. Matt Henley, people ditch players very quickly and get punished now. Martial and Fernandez are the second and fourth most transferred out. It's a very volatile market. It's a very, very, very volatile market, I'm afraid. People just seem to think that these transfers are free and everything like this. People like me, I'm going to make the point again. I'm sick to death of saying it now. In fact, let's just quickly go through the team up on screen right now. So, players I wasn't happy with: McCarthy, Egan, St. Maximin, Saka, Ings, Mane. That's 6 players I was teetering, not really happy with. McCarthy, so far, proved me right. St. Maximin, as Gunnar just said, oh, Gunnar, you owe us 50p, mate. St. Maximin, hopeless. Get him gone. Saka. Although, to be fair, Saka was the assister of the assister, but based on the highlights last night, didn't exactly perform well. Ings, he plays for Southampton, but he can always come up with a goal. Wilson, another one. To be fair, I was pretty happy with him, and then all of a sudden, he does that today. Not happy. Egan, Sheffield United, I think, may have been found out. But let's just bring on Paulie, because I want to talk to him quickly about the message that he sent. Paulie, hello.
Good afternoon.
Hey, today's game, Southampton Spurs. Talk to me about it.
Well, I'll be honest. I was actually, I went out for breakfast this morning. I took it into my full English. Happy because yesterday went quite all right. Got into the car, saw it was 3-1 Tottenham. Son hat-trick, Kane 3 assists. Turned my phone straight off.
Hello, Chris Jago, thank you. Vignesh saying time for an early wildcard, absolutely. So you sent me a message essentially just saying, I wish I just said it to Gunnar. I wish I'd listened to, well, not listened to me, just done a you and come off Twitter and Discord. Explain what you mean by that.
Well, I had Dele Alli in game week 1, and he went off at half time, and with all the transfer talk, I was like, right, I'm going to transfer Dele Alli out. That'll be my one transfer. And I was going to transfer Son in. But then after everyone was saying, oh, avoid Tottenham, they're playing in Europa League. So I didn't put Son in, I put Rashford in. And that were everyone who influenced me not to do any Tottenham players.
I would say, do you want to name check some of them? But I think, no, stuff it. Was there anybody that specifically came at you and just said, nah, you're a fool for bringing in Son? Do you want to oust them now or not?
There was no one that actually said I was a fool for doing it. They just said that there's better options out there with how they played the first game week and with all the Europa travelling and stuff. It was just basically all that just influenced me to go Rashford instead.
But there's logic to why these individuals were saying this. People like Jason avoid Tottenham like the plague. People like me listen to various people, including James from Planet FPL. They say their piece about Spurs. You can't predict this. We both said, James and myself, we were speaking privately and just said, it's going to be a tough game today. You would never have predicted that.
Like, they looked really bad the first game, didn't they? And then they played well game week 2. And in reverse, Newcastle looked well and good game week 1, and they were awful today. Yeah. Just like complete flip side, and we're only 2 game weeks in.
I'm going to be a bit cheeky. There's nearly 300 people watching the game this so far. We're on 30 likes. Let's get to 100 likes right now before kickoff starts. Have you got the game on, Paulie?
Yeah, they're just about to take the knee.
Of course they are. Fantastic. You looking forward to this game?
Yeah, I am. I think there'll be goals in this one. Both defences looked open in the first game week.
Yeah, what's your predicted score? I went 3-2 to Liverpool.
I can't remember what I went. I think I went to draw, but I'm not. I think I went like 2-2 or something.
Yeah, Gunnar just said 2-2. Did you feel for Gunnar with what he was saying just now, if you heard him?
I just felt same as what he was saying as well. It's like I said, it all went well yesterday. I had McCarthy today, 0. Jamal Lewis, 0. St. Maximin, 1, off injured. So that's how my day is going. I've got 1 point from 3 players today.
You started off really well as well, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I 91 game week 1, and I'm only on 42 this game week, and everybody's like caught up with me now because they kept with the Tottenham players.
42, you're on 54. Oh no, sorry.
No, that's not my team. That.
Sorry, I'm not even looking at your Sorry, I was looking at the wrong league just then. Where's the Invitational League? Oh, I can never find it. There it is. Right, you're top of that, aren't you? Yeah, there you are. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
42.
anymore though. When it's all it's all updated, I'm about third or something.
Alonso starting today. Are you surprised by that?
Well, he did all right in the first game to start the game week 1 as well, didn't he? I'm surprised Aspilicueta's been on bench for 2 game weeks though.
Lampard resting him just in case because of injury, just being a bit precaution.
Yeah, because he had a few niggles, didn't he, as well towards the end of last season. So I don't know how well his pre-season went. But they're playing a different formation, aren't they, as well, Chelsea? Because when he played, they were playing like at the right side of 3 central defenders at the end of last year. And they're playing 4 at back today.
Emilian, Steve-O, thoughts on Jules Conde to Man City for 56 million. I've never heard of him. Paulie, do you know anything about this player?
I've never heard of him.
There's your answer, Emilian. We just had an effort there, Paulie.
Yeah, it was Liverpool. It was just an easy routine save for Kepa.
Obviously, it's Salah up against Alonso. Is that right?
I've not. I don't. I think Salah's
Hold
out
on
on
a
the
minute.
other.
Paulie,
Actually.
Werner.
Yeah, he's a cutting. Yeah, he's just cut inside and he's had his cross attempt blocked. Still got the ball though. Chelsea on the left.
How's the game started so far?
There's been a lot of passes in the middle of midfield, and they look to be breaking quickly. Both teams as well. Werner's had a couple of runs. He's in behind again. Actually, now Werner. Oh, Fabinho's just muscled him out, and they've got free kick.
Fabinho's starting ahead of... Well, Gomez apparently is injured, and find out... What about Matip? Is he injured as well, is he?
Yeah. They both apparently got that little nicks.
So it's emergency cover then?
Yeah.
Do you think this will hinder or not for Liverpool? Or work in Chelsea's favour?
I don't think it will, because he's played there quite a few times last season as well, didn't he? And he didn't really put a foot wrong. But Werner is quite quick and he's already running behind him a couple of times. Adam
Wheeler saying, I think Werner is playing on the left wing, and then he's just retracted that by basically saying, I'll just never mind. Chris.
He is actually out on the left, Werner, at the minute. Havertz is down the middle.
Havertz is through the middle, really?
Yeah, from the way that they're lined up at the minute, yeah. And Mount's out on the right-hand side.
Chris Jargo saying, Son actually played well both weeks. I made the same mistake with Dele Alli, listening to this site. Well, unfortunately, we all see what we see, and we all make our own decisions. If you sold Son, you sold him. If you kept him, well done. This Conde, according to Emilio, is a centre-back from Sevilla. He will likely start with Laporte. Bad news for Ake. Although the talk suggests that Ake may actually start on the left side of the defence and the left back.
Wow. I didn't think Ake would play out there.
Yeah, apparently
is Mendy and Zinchenko both injured then?
No, it's just that they believe that Pep will be more happy to play Ake, who's more defensive minded, rather than playing a player like those to a gun-ho who just aren't reliable enough.
Yeah, Havertz and Werner have just swapped now.
Emblem Goes saying Havertz scored most of his goals as a striker in Germany. Well,
yeah, he did, yeah.
Hopefully, he does exactly the same today. Because a lot of people sold him as well, didn't they?
Yeah, a lot of people sold Son as well, didn't they? Before today as well.
Matt's here, FPL bench points. They're both not injured. This is Mendy and Zinchenko. They're just both rubbish. Bad Man Tune saying, sing us a song, Steve-O, bring me sunshine. Nah. No need for no need for song yet. John Lovren, I had Son and Ings. I'm having a bag of jelly beans to celebrate. Send some my way. You're looking forward to Jason's stream tonight. It's going to be absolutely. I can't listen to it until tomorrow morning. You're going to be tuning in, aren't you, live?
Yeah, is it? It's not for the last game, is it? Is it after that?
It'll be 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll tune in. Yeah.
You won't have a clue what's happened today. Make sure you tune in tonight about 9 o'clock ish. Jason will be reacting live. I think he's going to be happy, don't you?
He'll be even happier if Man City do something, won't he, tomorrow?
Well, I've already called it. We all know Jason's luck, so to speak. I still don't think that he would have captained Sterling if he didn't get 300 likes. I think that was a bit cheeky of him. He said that I was going to do it anyway. I don't think he would have done. I think he would have gone with Aubameyang. But obviously the fact that he got the 300 likes yesterday. Do you think that's a bit sneaky of Jason to do that? Or what do you think on Jason? Because at the end of the day, he is your rival. You know, you're both in the top 2, 3, whatever it is, of the Invitational League.
Yeah, I don't mind the Sterling captaincy. It's just when it's up against Wolves, because we know how good Wolves can be defensively. So they might find it tough tomorrow.
Charlie saying, evening lads. What a mental game week. It has indeed, Charlie. I joked at the start of the stream. It seems that we've had more hat-tricks across this game week than we had across the whole of last season. Pretty crazy. Ben Story, I have Calvert-Lewin, Pereira, and Rodriguez. Unfortunately, that's pretty much all my points. Well, don't complain. I wouldn't be complaining about that. Hat-trick, double-digit all from Rodriguez and a double-digit from Pereira. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Do you agree with Adrian Tan, Paulie? Sterling is going to molester Traore.
I'm not sure. They're both, you know how quick they both are. I just think that Traore is more than capable of doing a job back there. It might get to the point where they decide to throw Sterling on the other side as well and put him up against the new left back that they've just bought.
Paulie, we have a corner. Let's allow you to. It's a corner to Liverpool. Do you want to take us through the action? Who's taking it, etc., etc.
Yeah, it's a corner from the Liverpool left-hand side. Can't see us taking it yet. They're just showing everybody walking to area. It's Robertson that's taking it. It's easily defended by Havertz. Let's go back out wide. Defended by Havertz again. Yeah, Van Dijk's just played ball all the way back down to Alisson. So back in Liverpool half.
How's Marnie looking so far?
Not really seeing him.
Of course you haven't.
Trent's just done one of his forward passes and he's overshot it by about 20 yards out for a goal kick again.
Anurag, talking to Jason, he has Son in his fan tracks team. I'm guessing he doesn't know about the 4 goals, right? I'm afraid he doesn't, Anurag. Bench points, Matt saying, I'm loving listening to Paulie commentary. It's like I'm listening in the future. I'm that far behind. Yeah, that's the one reason why I love having Paulie on. We're literally in line. I don't know why the internet's so good at where you are, but my goodness. It's exactly the same as the flaming radio I've got on here. Ben Story saying, the only reason I'm not pleased is my mate has Son and Kane with De Bruyne still to play. I feel for you.
Anyone who's got one of them two or both, they've had a green arrow this week.
Oh, did he really? I didn't know this. You and Brody saying that Lamptey came off before 58 minutes?
Yeah, Lamptey came off at 58 minutes, yeah, so he got his assist points but didn't get his clean sheet once.
He got an assist, did he? Was that for the penalty,
yeah.
I'm assuming?
Yeah, he got brought down for penalty, yeah.
Flaming hell. It seems that it's going to sound really weird, but usually in fantasy football, take the first half of last season and the season before that, Hold on a minute, Paulie. Tell us about the action. Liverpool on the ball.
Yeah, Chelsea just given the ball away. Salah's on it at the minute. It's gone out for a throw-in, so not really anything happened.
Yeah, it's almost like we can, in the last 1.5 seasons, we could rely on specific players and then pinpoint. Hold on. Players gone down.
Salah's gone down in area that referees wave play on. They'll check it, but it doesn't look like anything.
Okay, we'll keep that up to date with what's going on there. So yeah, you could rely on certain players, and then those odd players here or there. It's like a golden gem that you could pluck out of the air and just go, do you know what? He's my differential. But this season, second half of like the Project Restart, it's like any player you mention seems to do well one week, the following week they do rubbish, and then they do well again the following week. It's almost like just stick to the same team.
Yeah, the thing with Lamptey today as well, he played 58 minutes. Marpai scored 2 goals, got an assist, and Lamptey still got man at match. He could have had about 4 assists, and he could have scored actually as well. They were really good today.
Hey, a brew. Afternoon, mate. Let's go, Son and Ings owners. Well done for anybody owning Son. Son? Who the hell's Son? Well done. Absolutely brilliant for anybody that kept him. A lot of people sold him. But he's making a point here. Why is the signal so bad on the train? Trying to watch. Do you know, it's funny you say that, Brew. Because when I was listening to the Llama Lounge, it's like any live stream I listen to on my mobile phone, whether it's our own show when Jason's live, whether it's Davey FPL, whether it's the Llama Lounge, FPL, it doesn't matter. Any form of stream, it always seems to buffer all the time. I don't know if it's because of the amount of data that's being used. I have no idea, but yeah, I know how frustrating it is. Brew also making the point. I nearly sold them for Bruno and DCL for a -4. Well done. Well done. The patience does pay off. Paulie, your team, sticking or not?
I was thinking about sticking, but then after the performance today, like St. Maximin could potentially be out. My transfer were going to be a Man City player in. McCarthy for Southampton was off.
Paulie?
Oh, yeah, ball's just gone over the top and Salah's ran onto it and the Chelsea goal has come flying out, got nowhere near it. Salah's put the cross in and Firmino's had his shot blocked and it's gone out for a corner.
I've said this for my wild card. I've said this. This game for me decides if I have Salah or Trent and Robbo. This game decides it. If Salah smashes it, and I mean getting a double digit all today, that's it. I've got to have him. If he just does what he normally does. Wijnaldum with an effort, Paulie.
Yeah, so Trent took the corner this time. It's gone into the box and it fell to the Liverpool player who has hit it and it's gone straight back out to Trent at corner flag. And it's put a cross back in and Kepa's caught it.
Brew asking, thoughts on St. Maximin to Podence? I'm going to wait till tomorrow. Oh, well, you're going to have to... I don't know how much money you got in the bank, Brew, but I reckon St. Maximin's going to drop in price tonight. What do you reckon, Paulie?
Yeah, it didn't look good today. Lamptey marked him out at game, and then he got injured and obviously went off. So if he's out for a couple of weeks, then price drop.
Phil Blundell saying, Chelsea have got West Brom and Southampton in the next 3 games. So anyone bringing in Son, I may be bringing in Havertz instead. Confident for Chelsea next week against West Brom. I'll tell you what, if Pulisic is fit, that's going to scupper my wild card plans. You must have been, I've got your team up on screen here, you must have been absolutely in heaven when Mitrovic got you 2 goals yesterday.
Yeah, like I said, yesterday it went good. Apart from Rashford, but I was quite happy and then everything happened today, 1 point from 3 players. So, yeah, in that team, St. Maximin could be out. Rashford, I'm not too sure. Aubameyang out were going to be the transfer anyway. McCarthy, they didn't look good today at all. And Lewis, obviously Newcastle didn't look good either. So there's quite a few there. So if there's about 6 transfers, it will be a wild card.
What's the likelihood of you hitting that wild card button?
If I start to panic, then I'll hit it.
Well, I'm
mm.
telling you now, right? This game at the moment is very, very volatile, and those prices are going to be fluctuating up and down, up and down. If you're going to do it, I'd do it now, because some of those players, the maximum will probably drop tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
You get the idea here. The earlier you do it, the better it is. And there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, wildcarding too early. We only have so much day." I'm sorry, but I've made my own decisions. That there are certain teams to go with. Everton. Hold on, Chelsea on the tap, Paulie.
Kante's got the ball in the area. I don't know what he's done there. Could have had a shot and he's run all the way back to us halfway line with ball. And Liverpool have got all the team around back behind ball now. Oh, I should have shot.
But yeah, the teams I'm looking at, Everton. Everton. Talk to me about Everton, Paulie. They're looking good. Do you know what? They're looking confident. They're looking like they're enjoying themselves. And I tell you what, I agree with a lot of people. I'd rather take Richarlison over Calvert-Lewin. He's looking hungry.
Yeah, when I watched the game, Richarlison looked really good. I only went Calvert-Lewin because I thought that having Rodriguez and Richarlison around him, then he'll have a good season. But then obviously he's getting the goals, but they're also getting the assists and goals as well, aren't they?
They are indeed. Cheers for the sub there, Arga. And if you are completely brand new around here...
So isn't it not just one player out of Everton that's standing out?
If you are new around here, by all means, hit that subscribe button. If you are enjoying the stream, you know what to do. Hit the like button. Paulie, you're a United fan. The game last night was an absolute disgrace, according to Jason. Obviously, we covered it last night. Your thoughts on United, and does it worry you?
They were rubbish. Crystal Palace were by far a better team. They were quicker. They were at least 2 yards quicker. Zaha, whether it's time of his life.
I tell you what, talking to players with confidence. Oh, Salah.
Yeah. Zaha, whether it's time of his life down the side, because they had Fossil, Mensah and Dan James on that side. Just so weak. They didn't even have anything going forward as well. Martial didn't look interested. Rashford didn't look interested. Manu's best player was Van der Beek when he came on.
Vince Chapman, Steve, that lucky guy in my mini league I told you about last year only went and captained Kane and had Son. Adrian Tan, I'm gonna say this now. Anybody that bangs on about my hair, I'm actually just gonna say that evidently that you find me attractive because. Hold on, some action, Paulie.
Yeah, Salah's just cut in from the right, took it past 2 Chelsea defenders, went for the curling shot and got it blocked. But Werner's in now down the other side.
Keep talking, Paulie. Talk us through it.
Fabinho's tackled him.
God almighty.
Yeah, so Werner's been one-on-one with Fabinho twice now, and Fabinho's tackled him both times.
Shano, yeah.
I was going to say, in regard to Man United, you could tell that they've not had any much pre-season. You could tell they've not had any games. Crystal Palace were just more hungry. I think if Crystal Palace play like that, they'll frustrate a load of teams this year.
Oh, they will. And obviously, surprise, surprise, they've got who next? Everton at home. Just when people like me or whatever have got double Everton at the moment. Well, I've got triple, but I'm just doing it for the price. The price rises. I will probably end up with double, if not triple Everton. Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin and Rodriguez. I think those three are just looking absolutely fantastic at the moment. I think they look like they're enjoying their football. It's like someone just now said about Rodriguez looking absolutely superb at the moment. There he is, Matt Henley. Rodriguez looks quality. His vision is incredible. I said it last night. Ancelotti got the best out of him at Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. Now look what he's doing with him here. Chris Shargo saying, as an Everton supporter, I can say Everton were not good first half. Did you watch the game, any chance, Paulie?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought they were all right. They were a lot better the second half.
Emilian, I wouldn't get Everton players this game. At Crystal Palace is a trap. I've fallen for with Ings and Martial. I don't know. Natty O'Donis is saying he's going to do Fernandes to Son to catch the rise. I won't bother. Don't bother chasing your points. Philip Blundell, Paulie, saying, sounds like Fabinho is fab for Liverpool. How's he holding up so far in that centre of defence?
Yeah, he's playing on the right of the two, so he's at the side that Werner's at. Like I said, Werner's been one-on-one running at him twice, and Fabinho's come out on top both times. He looks to be playing a little deeper because Trent's obviously further forward. So Werner's getting the ball in behind Trent, but there's Fabinho there to cover up.
Badman Tunes is saying, rather harshly, Werner is rubbish. I mean, what do you think he'd be basing that comment on?
The internet Werner owner. Yeah, I think it's world class Werner. He just needs time to settle into Premier League.
But how's he performed today, though?
It's getting in behind the defence quite a lot. The ball's just not getting to him. The two runs that he had at Fabinho, he literally just ran in a straight line, and Fabinho used his strength and knocked him off the ball. He's back out on the left as well, and Havertz is the one down the middle again.
A very good friend of mine, Mr. Reed, has sent me a picture of, I'm assuming, his wife Nikki watching this because she is...
Close.
Tell us, Paulie.
Mount's just made a run in behind the defence, and the ball's gone over the top from Kovacic, and it's just too long for him, and Alisson's picked it up.
Yeah, it must be Nikki that's tuning in because Mr. Reed, you know how well she's doing. Hello, Bowie, as well. I do enjoy covering these games sometimes. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. How are both teams looking so far, Paulie, after almost half an hour played? Or just under?
Yeah, Liverpool have not really done much. Chelsea seem to be getting in behind a lot more. But saying that Liverpool are in the area now.
Hold on.
Trent's crossed there. It's been blocked by Christensen.
To me, it sounds like it's coming. A goal is coming from Liverpool. You agree or not?
Yeah, Liverpool have got closer to the Chelsea net, but Chelsea seem to be in more space, if you understand, up front. But Liverpool are getting closer.
Anurag saying, Son going off today, and Man United's bad performance yesterday has me scrambling for what my transfer will be. Was potentially looking to -4 premium option transfer out of Aubameyang, Salah's Son to either Kevin De Bruyne or Sterling Rashford. I personally would be getting rid of Aubameyang for either KDB or Sterling. Paulie, what would you do in Anurag's position?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I've got Rashford in. Aubameyang to either Sterling or KDB were going to be my transfer anyway. If you've got Son in, I wouldn't transfer Son out after the game he's just had. Trent's took the free kick, and Zuma's headed it clear.
Havertz, Adam Wheeler. Havertz is playing up front, but he's a midfield in FPL. Could he be a good option, Paulie, from what you've seen so far?
Yeah, he's been playing the further forward so far, and I can't remember where in chat said that when he scored most of his goals, they were playing as a forward for Leverkusen.
Germany, yes.
He normally does play either forward or in behind the forward, but because Werner's out on the left, Havertz is the one that's playing through the middle.
If he was to outperform Werner today, would you think that would you think that Lampard would start playing Havertz through the middle more often?
That's where he needs to play, because he played out on the wing, didn't he, the first game, and he just looked out of place up there. So Havertz's position is through the middle, in my opinion. But so is Werner's as well, and he's out on the left at the minute. So they've got two players there that can play the same position.
Do you think, I mean, I've kind of already asked you this question, but a lot of people that did sell Spurs assets.
Good defenders.
Do you think that with hindsight it was a wrong move, or do you think no, it was still the right move to get rid of these Spurs assets?
I think with the way that they looked and all the talk about Europe, I think it was the right thing. I don't think, because every time you make a transfer, you've got a reason to make the transfer, aren't you? And then if it goes wrong because they've had one really good game week, then you can't really blame yourself. You can blame other people, but you can't blame yourself.
Anurag saying, I'm going to do Aubameyang to either Kevin De Bruyne or Sterling. But
yeah, I think that's the one that most people will be doing this week.
Yeah. Then I have one free transfer left after that, but not sure what to do with that one. Just save it. Just save it. If you only want to do one transfer. I mean, Adrian Tan saying it's called knee jerking. It is called knee jerking. For a lot of people, we all had various assets in. A lot of people said at the start of the season, get on Tottenham with their green fixtures, but we all thought that, well, they've got Europe, maybe lots of rotation, everything. They've proved us wrong, haven't they?
Yeah, they did earlier today. Not game week 1 they didn't, but today they really did. The thing about today as well, Son, from what I was watching, they were playing further forward than what Kane were as well for most of the last 20 minutes.
And just think, what do you think of maybe Bale and Son up top with Kane behind them?
That's a bit dangerous, that. I don't fancy being a centre half against them three.
Yeah, well, the way Mourinho seems to be using Kane at the moment as more of a, from what I understand, almost like a central midfielder pinging out balls to... I mean, what did Boona say on the Llama Lounge? He said something like, or Llama said to Boona, whichever way it was round, it was Kane pinged out a ball from the right-hand side all the way to Son. Is that right?
Yeah, well, over at top as well, and Son scored from it, yeah.
What happened with Newcastle today? Were they just that bad, or were Brighton that good?
I think Brighton won the game, I think, in the first 10 minutes, and they were 2-0 up. They just came out of the blocks a lot better, got the penalty early on, and then just kept pressure, and then scored after 8 minutes. So they were 2-0 up after the first 10 minutes. And Newcastle just didn't recover from that at all.
Do you think Newcastle are just one of those teams just avoid like the plague?
I think so, yeah. Even though I've got two Newcastle players in my team. So they're switches that I might have to make, because they've got... who do they play next?
Newcastle are away at Tottenham.
Oh, they play, don't they? Yeah, so...
Yeah, great. The team that has just absolutely battered Southampton and now got a Newcastle. It wouldn't surprise me if Newcastle actually turned up for that specific game. Noel Engstrom is saying, would you do Kane to Calvert-Lewin, Paulie?
I wouldn't. If you've got Kane in, I'd keep Kane.
Yeah, he's got Newcastle next. I think that would be madness to get rid of Kane ahead of that game. Matt Henley, do you agree with this, Paulie? Spurs weren't actually that great for most of the game. It was just Kane's passing and Son's pace/clinical finishing that destroyed the Saints' high line.
Yeah, well, like I said, I only watched the last 20 minutes or so. So it was 3-1 when I turned it on. So I heard that Southampton were better team first half as well, until Son scored just before half time. I don't really know what happened.
Thoughts on... Hold on a minute. Chelsea on the attack at the moment, Paulie.
Werner's running with ball, but there's no one really supporting him, so he's had to slow it down a bit. It's gone out to right, and they've played it back now. So Reece James has got ball.
I mean, I don't want to. Well, I do want to jinx it. It sounds like the game's coming to a bit of a.
Flat at the minute.
Become a bit flat. Yeah, not many teams really going for it as such. I mean, it is a top 4 game, top 6 game, whatever you want to blink and call it. These, occasionally don't always live up to the expectations. I did joke that we'd had all the goals today, and then this game will probably end up being 0-0, 1-0 either way, or something like that. Just a quick question for you, Paulie. A -8, would you do? This is from James. Werner, St. Maximin, and Aubameyang to Calvert-Lewin's Son and Kevin De Bruyne for a -8.
Or was it Werner?
Werner, St. Maximin, and Aubameyang.
Yes, but only due because Aubameyang's fixtures change and St. Maximin could potentially be injured. So, yeah, I would do that.
Adam Wheeler, I've got double Liverpool defence in this game. I'll take 0-0 right now. Yeah, so would I. Happy Dude Geneva would love it if Spurs were a bit more consistent. Yes.
Oh, come out wide.
Oh, Paulie, Werner with an effort.
Yeah, ball's just bounced about off a Kante off of the Liverpool defender, and Werner's got the ball, he's turned, he's running at Van Dijk and Fabinho, and he's took a shot with his left foot and it's gone just wide.
How close was it?
Very close. I don't think he caught it really well either. Yeah. Goalie knew it were going wide, he pulled his arms away from it.
Rowan Egbert saying, don't waste your points, James. Play with your mind. Don't hype. Play with your mind. Do not get hyped that one player scored 4 goals. Yeah, fair point. Although I must say that I think that's a bit of an upgrade personally. Kind of. But then again, Werner up against West Brom.
Someone in chat saying 1-0 Chelsea. It's not 1-0 Chelsea.
We all know what to do. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you later. Nice to have mods here, isn't it? Oh, wait, you're the only one.
Yeah.
Ricky Kylie saying, do you think everyone who transferred Son out for Rashford is kicking themselves right now? Obviously.
I'm kicking myself. I went Rashford instead of Son. But I weren't at the time. So I thought it was, obviously, my decision. I thought it was the right thing. But in hindsight, it was.
Yeah, we were never going to expect. Yeah, Crystal Palace maybe giving them a tough game and whatnot. But never expecting them to lose 3-1. And then obviously no one expected Spurs to score 5 goals. 2, 3 at most. 5. And the way it's been done as well, 4 goals, 4 assists. Hold on, Salah. Paulie.
Oh, ball over at top and Salah's just got it on the left-hand side of the box. And it's one of them cross shots and it's missed everyone and gone out for a throw-in at the far side.
That 50-50. I mean, you could reverse that point about people kicking themselves about Son to Rashford. Could be people like me that, or even Davey FPL or whoever that went Mane over Salah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, those 50-50 decisions, can't do anything about it. Podence, Helder Costa, Harrison or Click. All a bunch of good emerging 5.5s, Fantasy World Order saying, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. The thing with Podence, though, it's rumoured that Wolves are close to signing a right back. So if they sign a right back, that pushes Traore back up the field. So it'll be Podence, Neto and Traore then, won't it? More rotation.
Fantasy World Order, the guy that unofficially won fantasy football last year, he did Son to Rashford. Yeah, there we are. Greco, I did Son to Bruno. I'm on a wild card now, contemplating whether I should get Son in again. What would you do in that situation? Greco's on a wild card. He got rid of Son for Bruno, and now he's contemplating getting Son back in.
Yeah.
Chasing
Matt
points
Lyles,
or
he is chasing points, but
Hold
Son's
on.
one of them players who
Robertson with an effort there, Paulie.
Cross has gone into far side and Robertson's coming from left and has gone to place it on the volley and has hit it straight into ground and it's gone about 10 yard over at bar.
Sorry, Paulie, you were saying about bringing in potentially Son in for wild card.
I was just saying, Son, he's a player who can get you the points. Man United look really bad. Like Bruno, also when Van der Beek came on, Bruno was the one who was playing further back as well, and Van der Beek had like a free role. So if Van der Beek's going to start with Bruno, I think Bruno will be the one that's deeper.
Oh,
now.
really?
Yeah.
Well, that's...
Yeah, so when Van der Beek came on, he was the one who was like, who were playing at left, who were right, who were up front, who were in middle, and Bruno was one sitting back.
So maybe look at this Van der Beek, then it's 7 million possibly?
Yeah. If he nails down a spot and plays, then I think it'd be a good option. It's just, is Solskjaer going to start him? Like I said, he was best player when he came on. Got the goal. And it was quite a good finish. He didn't have much time to get the shot away. So that's offside.
Hold on. Werner, Paulie.
Yeah, threw a ball for Havertz. He's ran onto it, he's crossed it in, and Werner's missed the target from about 10 yard out. Nobody in front of him, but it would have been offside.
Happy Dude Geneva regarding West Brom. Given their performance against Everton, you couldn't have predicted that. Question is, can you expect more of the same from Everton or West Brom, Happy Dude? I think West Brom are just, they're useless, aren't they, Paulie?
Yeah, defensively they looked quite bad.
Anurag saying that this Yasemedo is close to Wolves' move from Barcelona. Don't know.
That's that right back.
Right, okay. The Football Hub of podcasts, I kept Son this week, now reaping the rewards, but getting rid this week as I don't fancy 8 fixtures in 3 weeks for Tottenham. Phil Blundell, look at the teams conceding goals. Yep, Southampton, Fulham, West Brom, Leeds. Absolutely. I'd throw in West Ham as well. They always turn up against Arsenal. But losing 2-0 to Newcastle last week. Ricky Kiley, to be fair, as a United fan, I have no confidence in them. Was going to make a move myself to take out Son, but I had to move Egan out and bring in Gabriel for Arsenal. Well done. There's that 50-50 call again.
Yeah.
Grekla saying, what do you think of Pereira, Steve? Well, he's the creative hub for West Brom. He scored a cracker of a free kick yesterday, but he plays for West Brom, mate. He plays for West Brom. How bad were they, Paulie, honestly?
They seemed to get worse as the game went on. It started all right. They got the two goals, didn't they? And then it just seemed to go downhill for him. That might have been just because Everton just got stronger and stronger as the game went on as well.
Your thoughts on Jez Bish saying Man United looked awful. Ole is a terrible manager.
Terrible manager. I'd not say it's terrible. It's just not got the squad depth to do anything really. Because as soon as one of them Man United players is injured, you've got a player who wouldn't get in any other team coming on.
Go for it, Paulie.
Yeah, I was just saying that I read something earlier that Solskjaer's put names forward of players that he wanted, and Van der Beek were like the third choice, and they're the one that they've gone out and bought.
We've got
So I don't know if that was like Sancho and someone else, or whether he was the third choice centre midfielder that he wanted.
We've got a free kick on the edge of the box, Paulie.
Yeah, Reece James and Havertz are over it. It's on the left-hand side. Havertz is also... Oh, what a ball that is. And nobody were there to attack it, and Liverpool have cleared it.
I'm assuming Lampard would be very disappointed with what's just happened there than if the ball's just gone out of play for no reason.
Yeah, anyone at the edge of the 6-yard box could have headed that in. Keeper didn't come out. That's one of them free kicks that you'd love your team to put in every time. Get someone at the end of it.
Yesterday, the decision for the De Gea foot off the line or whatever, I mean, I watched it. It's just get lost. The game's gone mad, hasn't it?
Yeah, same with that. The penalty as well. There's
oh,
no way
God,
that,
it's ridiculous. Yes.
Yeah, there's no way he could have got his hand out at way.
No, that was just absolutely ludicrous. It's the same with the Salah one last week with Leeds. I thought that was a bit harsh as well, to be honest with you. More blatant, but I thought that was still harsh.
Danny Ings' penalty as well today were harsh as well.
All right, tell us about it.
Doherty had his arm out. The ball went across the floor, hit a defender's foot that were about a yard in front of him, bounced up and hit him on arm.
Doherty, how did Doherty look today?
Defensively, not very good, but going forward, he looked all right. I think he got booked as well today.
Autocloser, how has Havertz looked so far?
It's looked all right. Like both teams have not really done anything, so it's not like there's been any quality anywhere on the pitch. He's not the quickest of player, but he's good with his feet.
I completely forgot. I mean, Chris Jago making the point here. Emblem Go making the point. I completely forgot West Brom had a player sent off, didn't they?
Yeah.
Kieran Gibbs, wasn't it?
Yeah, I forgot about that as well.
Yeah. What did he do? Didn't he just push the player over or something?
Yeah, he had the ball and he passed it back to centre half, and James went in on him like a second too late. But like he tried to stop himself, so he like grabbed hold of him. But Kieran Gibbs has just turned around and like pushed him in face.
I mean, Emblem Go making the point. The red card was for West Brom the turning point of the game, and yeah. I completely forgot about that. FPL Bench Points is making a point. Yeah, as an Arsenal fan, I've got full confidence in Ed Woodward and Ollie.
Did you see it red card in Brighton game?
No, I haven't. No.
Bissouma got sent off.
Oh
straight
yes. Bit of an action there, Paulie. Sorry, before we.
They put a cross in Chelsea front right hand side. Alonso's jumped at back post ahead of it. It's gone straight up in air.
Hold on.
And Mane's in. Oh, that could be a red card. If that's a foul, it could be a red card. That.
Talk to us, Paulie. Take us now. This is fascinating because the game's coming to the end of the first half.
Yeah, Christensen's been. The ball went through, and Christensen and Mane were both running football. Christensen's brought him down, and he's got a yellow card for it. Kepa came out and got to the ball first, but Christensen had his hands all over Mane and pulled him to the floor. He was last man as well, so I don't know why that's just a yellow.
So you're thinking it should be a red then?
Yeah,
that's what they're saying on the radio.
Yeah, it's going to VAR as well.
Oh, it has gone to VAR. Oh!
Yeah. Denial of goal scoring opportunity.
And your immediate thinking is red card?
I said that's a red. The thing is, though, Kepa is right there and Kepa got to the ball. But Mane probably would have got there if he hadn't pulled him down. Referee's going over to look at screen.
It is. A lot of people in chat are all basically saying red boy.
Yeah, his last man, he's dragged him down. If he didn't do that, Mane would have got the ball. Keeper came flying out, any touch, and he's took it round goalkeeper.
Why couldn't he have just left him and let Mane score? Pity's sake. Well, they're saying they're confident Mane would have scored. Well, I own him, he wouldn't have. Oh, he's coming over.
Yeah, red card.
It's
straight red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christensen off.
Straight red. God. Well, here's a bit of a statistic for you. This is the first red card in 90 Premier League matches. Chelsea have had a player sent off. Good Lord. Good Lord. That's crazy.
Wow.
And they're going to make a substitution, Chelsea, straight away.
Yeah, it's just showing replay. So Henderson's picked the ball up from a rollout from Alisson. He's pinged it about 40 yards. Mane's running onto it, and Christensen's just jumped on his back and brought him down.
We got a free.
Yeah, it's a free kick about 25, 30 yard out. Straight in middle at area, and Trent and Robertson are both over it.
Trent and Robertson are both over it.
They've not brought a sub on yet. All the cameras are on Trent, so it looks like it's going to be him.
Come on. Come on, Trent. Do it for us.
Oh, just one.
Paulie. And that is half time, Paulie.
Yeah, not really much happened until 46 minutes then.
What the hell is going to happen in the second half?
I think they're going to take Werner, Havertz or Mount off, and they're going to put a more defensive player on.
Is there any way you can talk about that first half? Any moments that stood out for you?
No, not really. Early on, Chelsea were getting in behind Trent on the right back, but Fabinho were there to break it up. Liverpool got closer to the net. They looked the more likely to score. Apart from that, it's just been keep ball, lose possession, and then the red card. So it's going to open it up, I think, that in the second half now.
Who will take advantage? That's the question. Will it be Mane? Will it be Salah? Will it be Firmino? Will Chelsea just sit back, soak up the pressure, and not allow Liverpool to do anything? I mean, we both thought this is going to be a high-scoring game. Unfortunately, it's not the case so far. And do you think both teams are not quite nervous, but not really willing to commit players forward, or?
Yeah, I don't think they're nervous. They're just being, what's the word I'm looking for? Like cautious. I don't think they're willing to throw anything forward because they know how good the opposition are at breaking the other way. But second half now, I think Chelsea, they're going to look more defensive. So Liverpool will get most of possession this half. Let's
just quickly say thanks to everybody that's joining us right now for this coverage of the Chelsea versus Liverpool game. You're joined by myself, Steve-O, and Paulie as my correspondent. Let's bring on, well, I was going to bring on Benji, but Drazera, hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, good evening, good day, hi. Sorry, I was just caught unawares. Yeah, I thought I'd just pop in for half time and say, wow, red card. What do you guys think?
Tell us about it, Paulie. Paulie's the main one to talk about it.
I just said red card as soon as it happened.
Yeah, I was watching the game. Obviously, I'm watching it on my my Sky Go in 100-hour delay compared to Paulie in the future. And yeah, that was straight red card. Wow. It's backs to the wall. It'll be lucky if Reece James gets a clean sheet now.
The game so far, Dre, I'm assuming you're watching it, got it on the radio. Are you inspired by Liverpool or even Chelsea? Any players standing out for you?
Well, I mean, it seems like Havertz and Werner, they're getting some good link-up play. And I think Liverpool, I would say, has been playing the better football overall. But with the 10-man, with the advantage from Liverpool now being 11 men versus 10, it seems like right now Liverpool should win this game with the 1-man advantage. But yeah, Werner and Havertz have been good. They have been good.
They have indeed, and
They have been good. They've just not really had the chances, have they?
The thing is, there's not been any real clear-cut chances on both ends, really. I mean, there was that little offsidey chance that Havertz passed to Werner, but it was offside anyway. But other than that, it seems like it's been a cagey affair. Like the quite a difference from all the other games we've been having, Steve. Like 100 goals per game, eh?
Yeah, I've joked about it. We've had more hat-tricks this game week than the whole of last season. I mean, your thoughts on today's games? I mean, Tottenham scoring 5 goals for crying out loud. Newcastle losing 3-0. Do you have an opinion on any of these matches, mate?
Well, I'm telling you right now. I mean, first and foremost, I think the lack of pre-season. The lack of pre-season for a lot of these teams mean that defense haven't even woken up. the defenders don't know how to defend. I mean, I heard a stat from the Liverpool game that in this season so far, we've had 10 penalties or something like that already. That is absolutely mad thing. I don't know what the people...
Apparently,
remarkable.
The referees have actually been told, I mean, Paulie, you'll be able to tell us more, that they've been told you've got to be more stricter with penalty decisions now and pretty much more in favour of the team that actually gets the penalty, apparently.
Yeah, they need to be consistent, though. That's still the main thing. It's like the penalty for the Man United game. The same thing happened in the Arsenal game, but that penalty wasn't given. It happened again in the Tottenham game today, but that one was given. So VAR's being used correctly. It's just making the wrong decisions. They're not consistent enough, and that's what annoys everybody.
Well, yes, that's exactly the thing. The most inconsistent thing about the Premier League is the consistency. It's an absolute joke. A lot of people, Dre, are essentially wildcarding, taking hits and everything. How are you set up this specific game week?
Well, game week 2. For game week 2, I've banked my transfer. I've stuck to my guns. I've stuck with my plan. I didn't act like people and went, oh man, Tottenham playing terribly. Oh, I've got to transfer Son out. I've got to transfer Kane out. In my case, I kept Doherty. I kept Son. Thank lasagna I kept Son, because Son has... it seems that he has saved my game week from shambles. So it's an all right game week thanks to Son now. So yeah, I think as we've talked about before, Steve-O, it's all about sticking to your principles, sticking to your guns, and you know, not having so many voices in your head like Randy Orton. You know.
Are you good? Are you in the Invitational League?
I am not, but I believe Paulie is.
Yeah, Paulie. No, I'm just wondering how I can find your team to bring it up so I can.
Go on the. Let me have a look. We are in one league. I think it's the Elite Injectors.
Are you sure? I didn't see your name there.
It's because it's down at the bottom, Steve. You need to scroll a bit.
Yeah, Elite Injectors.
Oh, sorry. Right. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, same points as me, basically. A bit more actually. Aubameyang yesterday.
Look at that luck.
Hold on a minute.
Look
Get
at that.
stuffed.
Look
You got
at...
Mitrovic coming on. Get stuffed.
Do you know? Like, the funny thing is that I was watching the Arsenal game, right? And when West Ham scored, I'm like, oh my god, my Tierney. And I went, wait a moment, Tierney's not there. And I looked through the Arsenal Twitter and went, he got injured in warm up. I can't believe my luck, man. I was. You know what they say? I think I acted quite a jammy dodger there, but you know, FPL gods looked at my team and went, "Don't worry, Dre, you can have Mitrovic."
What made you bench Mitrovic in the first place?
Well, I honestly thought that Tierney and Aubameyang would, Tierney, Aubameyang, Dallas, them players would run riot over Fulham, but I didn't expect Leeds again to have a 4-3 scoreline 2 games in a row. But so, yeah, this game week 3, I think Mitrovic versus Aston Villa is a very tasty proposition.
what are your plans for the upcoming game week? Then you said you got 2 free transfers. What are you?
Well,
planning on doing?
I can exclusively reveal my game week 3 team. I've already made my transfers.
Wow, tell us.
All right. Well, I'll put it on the live stream screenshots
Yes,
for you.
please
Are you
do.
able
Yeah,
to view
go
it?
for it.
Yeah. Let me just post it up. It's already all been pre-planned. I've already decided it. I'm sticking to my principles. So I posted it on there now, and yeah. So I have surprisingly taken out Sun and Greenwood out for KDB and Podence.
Podence. You've gone down the Podence route. He's a very popular player at the moment. I love the fact. The funny thing is that I'm one of those people that does kind of believe in that whole thing of like, when a player hauls, the following week they're going to do nothing. You've brought in KDP. Obviously, Son is Tottenham at home to Newcastle. That game, I'm assuming you've been playing this transfer for the last 2 weeks or so.
Well, I feel like for me, if I had a toss-up between Havertz versus West Brom and Tottenham versus Newcastle, West Brom without Kieran Gibbs and West Brom looking absolutely hopeless, and I want somebody from Man City for game week 3. So, and I don't rate Leicester that much, so KDB is a very solid choice for me. So Son had to go to keep my price points and to fit my team around.
Hello, Harbour Boy. Hello, Mr. Blue Nathan, all the way from across the land. Gabriel Derot, morning, pal. Shano83, hello. Podence, why Podence?
Well, since Jota left Wolves to go to Liverpool, Podence is far more nailed. Podence against Sheffield United. I watched clips of the game. I watched highlights. I listened to what people said about Podence, and yeah, Podence is looking good. Even though that Podence's XG because it's near 0% from Vince. I'm reading in the comments there. However, I'm feeling Podence is. I think Podence is a very highly rated player, and hopefully he will do well long term.
Are you aware though that St Maximin went off injured today?
Absolutely, St Max is injured, and I don't know how long for, but I'm hoping for 2 things. One, if any scout is from another football club is listening, somebody please sign Brewster to a club in the Premier League, please.
What is going on
Please,
with him? Because there's talk about him going to Sheffield United, then it's Crystal Palace. What's going on here?
So it's Sheffield United has consistently been the favourites, and there has been rumours that the number 24 shirt for Brewster has been reserved for him for Sheffield United, but Crystal Palace are sniffing around. There's murmurs of Aston Villa, but I don't think he'll go to Aston Villa because they've got Ollie Watkins. So Sheffield United and Crystal Palace, they're on the driving seat. But then again, with Batshuayi at Crystal Palace, it seems that Sheffield United seem to be the clear favourites here.
Dre, we're going to let you go now. Enjoy the second half of the Liverpool game. Just one quick question. What do you reckon the final score is going to be?
Now with the 10-man sending off, I think hopefully it'll be 4-1 to Liverpool.
You think Chelsea are going to score?
I think Chelsea's going to score because they say attack is the best form of defence.
Cheers for that.
No.
Straight, Sarah. Let's quickly bring on Jack the Claret. Jack the Claret, good afternoon. Hello, Jack.
Afternoon.
Are you a Burnley fan?
Yep, indeed.
You looking forward to the 2-3-0 loss tonight?
Yeah. It's not ideal, is it, really? All injuries we've got.
Yeah, it's going to be not pleasant. It's on the BBC, and that's the fun thing. Now, you got your team up on screen here. What on earth made you go with Ollie Watkins as captain?
I mean, to be honest, I wanted to do something different, and, whatever you don't do, you'll regret it. So I thought, Aston Villa and Sheffield United, they didn't look too good last week. Send it, If it pays off, then great. If it doesn't, then oh well.
Absolutely, you've got some great returns so far. Calvert-Lewin with his hat-trick click. Aubameyang, Lamptey getting you, unfortunately, coming off just before the 60th minute. That is crushing.
Just before,
You happy with this game week so far?
Fairly, yeah. We're expecting Greenwood to start, to be honest, but obviously he didn't. McCarthy, I think I've given up on him now. I think I'm going to transfer him out this week. I don't know who to bring in though. I've got
I'll tell you-
0.4 million in the bank.
How much?
I've got 0.4 million in the bank, so I'm not sure who to bring in for McCarthy.
Me personally, I'm on a wild card and I've gone with Martinez. And Martinez,
Yeah,
there's something about Aston
that-
Villa,
yeah.
this Project Restart. They were the team which had the least conceded, X amount of conceded flaming shots or whatever it is. And Martinez is a very good goalkeeper. I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
Martinez, Meslier, or even Matt Ryan, one of those three. Matt Ryan for the consistency of points. But are you one of those poor, unfortunate sods that got rid of like Son, Kane this game week? Maybe Danny
Yeah,
Ings?
I got rid of Son last week. Yeah,
Oh, who did you bring in?
so I think it was Greenwood, to be honest.
Oh,
Can't remember.
oh God. Paulie,
I'm
why?
not sure.
Paulie, why didn't Greenwood start? Do you know?
Yeah, Greenwood and Wan-Bissaka didn't start.
Why the Greenwood?
Because they were saying that he's not had enough pre-season with the team. Because he went to on international duty, played whatever he did, and then he was isolating, weren't he, after that? So he rejoined the team a little bit late. So it said it would just match fitness and stuff.
Yeah.
Clara, are you watching, Jack, are you watching today's game, Chelsea-Liverpool?
No, I'm just following along with stream. I'm
What
not
you-
actually watching the game.
Oh, thank you. What are you thinking of the game so far? Disappointing, or are you confident now that Liverpool are going to get a couple of goals?
At the start, I thought it was going to be like, I thought it was going to be a draw, but like Has going to draw me like 3-3 or something. Now,
Kai Havertz has gone off at half time for Tomori.
Oh,
Bit
gets
of a
better
waste.
and better.
Thiago's coming on for Liverpool at half time as well.
Is he really? For who?
Yeah, I'm not sure number or name yet, but he's waiting to come on
I'm
now.
looking forward to watching him actually. Like,
Oh,
Actually, put
my
the game on.
goodness. Well, stick with us.
See
So,
what-
so what do you think the end result will be, Jack?
I think it just been like a scrappy 1-0 to Liverpool.
Yeah. And what do you think on tonight's game, Leicester-Burnley?
I mean, I hope we win, obviously, but I think it's going to be them where we're just going to sit back and hold them for our lives and hope for a point.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
always.
Jack, appreciate
Yep.
you coming on, dude.
Right, thank you.
No, thank you. There's Jack the Claret there, going with Ollie Watkins as his captain. Obviously, Jason banging on and on and on about Watkins. Apparently for Henderson, Paulie.
They've not shown anything yet, so I can't tell you yet.
That's what they
Liverpool.
reckon. They reckon Henderson will be coming off for... Wow. Surprised by that, Thiago coming on. Must he have a niggling injury then? Paulie?
Yeah, it's Henderson.
It is definitely Henderson.
You went all robotic then.
Yeah, so did you. Yeah, I think there was a bit of a... Wow.
Definitely Henderson has gone off.
Do you think then this is probably an ideal time then to bring Thiago on for his debut against 10 men?
Yeah, he's Chelsea are taking the kick off now, and he's set up just in front of the two centre halves. So it looks like he's going to be in behind Keita and Wijnaldum.
Havertz has gone off. Havertz has gone off. All those people.
Yeah, it's not that he did nothing wrong. I don't know why he went off. It
Well,
could
he
have
wants
been
to
any
hold
of.
out for a draw. He doesn't want to lose this game. You are not going to be
Yeah.
wanting to lose this game. That's the one thing you don't want to do. When it comes to your rivals, do not lose. And because if he goes gun-ho, which he won't do, they're going to get annihilated by Liverpool. So this could be a very, very, very long second half, or it could be an absolute bombardment. Lewis Kirkby saying this is one of my worst game weeks of all time. Tell us why in the chat, Lewis. Tell us why. Oh, Alexander Arnold with a cross in there, but
Yeah, it crossfield ball in for Robertson, but Reece James got there first.
Simeon Zurcher saying, I'm on 11 points this game week. 11? How?
It must have had 2 or 3 Man U players.
Well, yeah, Man U, Newcastle, West Brom,
good tackle.
Southampton. 11 points. That isn't even. It's not even possible. It's not even a point. It's barely a point. Well, that is a point per player.
If you had McCarthy and Lewis like me, that's 0 for them too.
Yeah. A Brew, he's on 70 points.
Is it?
Oh, bit of action there, Paulie, with Liverpool, but they've been cancelled out.
Yeah, they've got a corner from the near side, which will be the left hand side. They took it short to Mane. Robertson. Thiago. Defended. It's going to be attack against defence. You can tell where they're set up already.
Mr. Blue Nathan saying, probably my worst FPL day I've had today. Gonna be needing a calming walk after the second up. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, Lewis, post your team and by all means. Darren Coote saying, I'm on 68 points at the moment. There's been 3 hat-tricks this season and I haven't captained one of them. Well, let's be honest here. All the guys that have had hat-tricks so far, no one would have captained. Well, actually, I suppose Salah. But this... We've got some action here, Paulie.
That Liverpool are just kicking in, but Chelsea are defending quite well. Like that attack against defence.
Is it now just a case of Liverpool just pinning them in their own box?
Yeah, it's just a case of how long can Chelsea hang out at the minute.
It's not their game, though, is it? Pass and play, pass and play. It's all about counter.
Free kick on the left-hand side of the box. Mane's just been fouled.
So Mane fouled twice. Is it a direct free kick by any chance?
It's like it's on the edge of the box, close to the corner flag. So it's in that area.
Okay.
Side of the box, would you call it?
I don't know. You're watching, not me.
It's hard to describe. Trent hit it short to Thiago, played it back to Trent, put the ball in, Van Dijk header cleared.
So I'm going to bring up Lewis's team, and he's got a few words to say about it. Oh, Lewis. So, here we go. This is a -12, by the way. -12. Why didn't you wildcard, Lewis, if you were that desperate for the team to change? Lewis and Sir Maximin now injured. United are awful. Havertz is awful. Aubameyang awful. On a goal!
Mane goal.
Hey!
Firmino assist.
Who? Firmino assist. Mane goal. Come on! Get in. So 1-0. Now the floodgates. Will they open? Will the floodgates open now?
That's a good work, really well worked goal, that.
Does anybody own Mane? Other than me and Davey FPL. Pity's sake. So talk us through the goal, Paulie.
It all started out on the right, on Liverpool's right. There's been a couple of 1-2s, and then Firmino's played a 1-2 with Salah. He's crossed the ball in, and Mane's headed it past the goalie.
Is Mane going to hit a hat-trick? That's the question. Is Mane going to be getting a hat-trick? 1 week Salah, then it's Mane. Here we go. Let's hope Salah keeps quiet. That's the main thing. Let's hope he keeps quiet.
Oh, Trent's got. Oh,
Go on, tell us.
Trent nicked in and got the ball and tried to play a through ball, and it looked as though Jorginho blocked it in a really awkward place. But it don't look as though it's going to be checked or anything.
Doesn't look like it's going to be checked.
Well, they're still playing. It will be being checked, but they've not stopped the play or anything for it.
As it says up on screen now, if you've just joined us, Mane has just scored. And you said Firmino with the assist, Paulie?
Yeah.
Ooh. Shano saying, what a lovely goal and great play there. Mike Mears, let's go. I have Mane, well done. Gretler, get a Mane brace. Yes, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Philip Von Dal, unfortunately, TAA was nowhere near getting an assist in that. Hamza saying here, Paulie, Thiago, what a dictator, makes the game look so easy.
Yeah, he's been playing for how long? 10 minutes, and the Chelsea player's been nowhere near him so far. They just sat in front of Dyke, picking ball up, passing it forward, getting it back, switching play. I don't like it.
So, going back to Lewis's team. Essentially, everything was awful. For people listening audio, Steer in goal, but he's not going to play, so it'll be McCarthy 0. Taylor, that's Charlie Taylor, Leicester away. Dean, you're 1 point. Lewis, 0. Aubameyang captain, just the 10 points. Havertz, 1 point. Subbed off St. Maximin, 1 point. Injured, Fernandez, 2 points. Werner, 1 point. Calvert-Lewin with the 17. Martial, 2 point. Hold on! Mane's just scored again! I don't believe it!
Goal is just messed up, and Mane's just
Oh, no! No, the history suggested to Captain Mane. Just. Damn. Oh, tell us about this, Paulie. What the hell is going on?
Tomori's just passed the ball back to Kepa. It's took a touch, has gone to pass it to Georgie, and he has passed it straight to Mane, who has put it in an empty net.
God.
Oh, wow.
Kepa.
If they sign a goal, this will be his last game for Chelsea, this.
Bruce saying Kepa is awful. Mr. Blue Nathan Kepa, another shocker. Kepa is rubbish, saying Adrian Tan. Ewan Brody, Kepa is getting dropped. I mean, Kepa, Ewan Brody making a point here. Everybody that blanked
last week is doing well this week.
FPL bench points. Do you know about this bet that he's put on?
Yeah, he had he started with some money and he just keeps putting bets on, and I think he's made like $5,000 or something
Yes.
from quid.
£5,500 in 5 games with that goal. Bench points.
Yeah.
What the have you done there?
He were in hangouts over yesterday when Everton were playing. He had Everton to win, and everyone were laughing at him when West Brom scored both goals. And
Yeah, when he can stick a middle finger up to them people.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad he did. Oh, wow. It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, Ewan making the point, and all these people that have captained. All the game week 1 players that blanked seem to have done well this week.
Yeah.
What else did he say here quickly? Proves that you can't base it off one bad game. Yeah, true. I mean, again, you can't. For me, I keep saying this. I can't see into the future. I lost 0.3. I personally had to wildcard myself. Boona saying, well done, Steve. I would have been more happier if I captained the damn player. If I'd have gone with the history. But the history was so tight between Aubameyang and Mane, so I just went with the safety option, unfortunately. It really was just literally a goal in it. Simeon Zurcher saying, I sent the 11-point team in. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Let's just... This is the 11-point team that I'm about to bring up on screen right now. So, here we go, everybody. This is an 11-point team. Hopefully it's up on screen, which it is. So for people listening audio, McCarthy. Well, Alexander-Arnold's going to hopefully come in with 6 points, but Davies, Shaw, Salah. Well, Salah could get something. So really, it's Davies, Havertz, and Maximin, Martial, captain, Werner. You never know, he could do something. Mitchell on the bench. You still got Kevin De Bruyne to play. You've still got points potentially coming from Alexander-Arnold, Salah. It could turn out to be a lot better than what it's looking like now. Keep the faith. But I feel for you. I feel the pain. Adam Wheeler, it's Salah at home, Mane away. That's the golden rule. It certainly is. Certainly is. FPL Bruno, tell me about it, buddy. Which I captained son in the end, which I joked to you about on the air before. Well, I told you to get on with Richarlison. That's what I suggested. So here is Matt's. I'm not going to put it up on screen, but Matt's bet. Oh my goodness! Brilliant bet. Well done. The fact you got that amount of money to spend on a bet. Shane 7, Mitchell is the only player who's returned for me this week. You didn't play him, surely. Do you agree with this? Paulie, in fact, 2 points here. Quickly from Echo. Salah is always the better option, though.
Man is the better out of the two today. But it's weird with them both because they both can get you points, can't they? So I don't think you can say one's better than the other.
You're a betting man. FPL X the kid saying, I need Chelsea most card. Does a red card count as 2 or 1? Hold on. Action, Werner.
Yeah, so Werner's just played it into Kante and he's tried to turn, but Robertson's tackled him, and Alisson's got the ball now. Yeah, so how it works is a yellow card is 10 booking points and a red card's 25. So for Liverpool need 3 yellow cards to beat the red card.
Hold on, Mane. In
Since,
the area.
yeah, he's tried to play a 1-2 with Keita, but he's run through to Kepa and goal has picked it up.
Gaz Elliott, sack Ole now. Thoughts, Paulie, on that statement?
I'll be honest, I was actually one of the people who said I didn't want Ole as the manager in the first place.
But sacking him now, would you agree with that?
No, not now. It's not his fault. It's he's got to work with the players they've got. If they don't want to buy anyone to strengthen the squad, then he can't help it. So he's literally working with what they've got now.
Absolutely. You guys are faster than my Dutch Rowan Edbert saying, you guys are faster than my Dutch TV. Well, we are. I've got the radio on. Paulie has got the most incredible... It's not via the internet you're listening to, is it?
I'm watching it on TV, yeah.
Hold on, Liverpool on the attack.
Salah's just had a ball ran to Salah at edge at box. He's had a shot and it's been deflected out for a corner.
FPL Alex the Kid, 12-1. Liverpool win most corners and Chelsea most cards. That's what his bet is. Arun is saying, which team is keeping the most possession, Paulie? I'm assuming it's
by
Liverpool.
far. Yeah, they've got a corner. It's out on the Liverpool right-hand side, so Robertson's taking it.
Cheers, Shana. Very good. Very, very good. Drazera, forget... Yes, Paulie?
It's been headed out for a corner at the opposite side now, so Trent will be taking this one.
Cheers for the sub, Rowan. Anybody that is brand new around here, by all means, hit that sub button if you are enjoying the stream. If you're enjoying the fact that Mane has scored 2 goals, hit that like button. And in the style of Drazera, he forgot to mention, but don't worry about it. I'll be mentioning it now anyway. But the podcast with myself and Steve-O comes out at 5 p.m. Is it tomorrow, is it? Oh, fantastic. 5 p.m. tomorrow, the Joe Rogan-esque style pod is out tomorrow. You did a pod with Dre's there as well. I listened to it. It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, just we talk golf. So if
That's
anyone
right, yeah.
talking and listening golf, have a listen.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And go check out Dre Zera's pods.
It made a change from just talking about
Fantasy
FPL.
football, exactly.
It were asking me about it, and it we literally got into Hangouts. It were about 20 past 12 after midnight, and we just started talking, and we're talking about 1 o'clock in the morning, just about golf. Yeah, that's what time it happened. Yeah.
Shano saying, I need a Salah goal. What's the likelihood of the Salah scoring, Paulie? I think it's very likely.
Yeah, there's a good chance that Liverpool are going to get 1 or 2 more. With the way they're set up now, it's just they've got all 10 players now behind the ball, Chelsea.
Just to let people know as well, this Dre Zera Uncensored is now going to be available on Spotify and other services, but unfortunately not on iTunes. Hold on. Werner with the ball.
Yeah, he's just being tackled by
Fabinho.
Fabinho again, yeah. Isolated though now up front is just there's no Chelsea player within 10 yards of him now.
AFX Harvey saying, I have 48 points this week and Vardy and Castagna to take. Is that good? Yeah, it's all right. Vardy's going to do really well, I can assure you tonight. He always plays well versus Burnley. Philip Blundell is looking for a Trent Alexander-Arnold corner assist. Cheers for the kind words there, Rowan.
Yeah. Archie, there's not been a goal.
Yes, don't worry. I'm dealing with it.
Kate has
Dre
gone off.
Zera, what are you doing?
I was just saying Kate has gone off and James Milner's come on.
Oh, really? All right, okay, so that's all right then.
Yeah, 63 minutes, so he gets the extra point.
I need a TAA goal, Brew is saying. Punish the sellers. Is there anybody selling TAA? I don't think
James Milner's.
Yes, Paulie?
James Milner's currently left back. I don't know if it's just because ball's down this side or not.
What, so Robertson has pushed up?
Robertson's... saying that Trent to Robertson will just be brought on just to sit in there in the defence. Thiago's all forward as well.
Mikas Mers saying, I would love Robertson assist and a Werner goal. No. You'd want a Robertson assist and that's it. You want to keep a clean sheet. Robertson is not highly owned. You do not want to do that.
Oh, what a ball that is. So, go after a goal kick.
Yeah, only listen to me and Paulie. AFX RV, come on Leicester. Come on Burnley, you mean. Nah, 2-0, unfortunately. I think it's going to be... What do you think on that game, Paulie?
Oh, which one?
Burnley.
It's Burnley's first game of the season, isn't it?
Yes. And we got no players.
And they're playing Leicester.
Yes. Away.
Vardy owners.
Firmino, Wijnaldum, Paulie.
Firmino's played the ball through to Wijnaldum. He's had a shot saved.
Sorry, you were saying, Paulie, Leicester Burnley.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if they've got no players, they haven't played yet. It's at Leicester. I think Vardy owners could be quite excited about that. Do you think they'll set up to defend Burnley?
Yes.
Or is it the defense?
Do we ever set up to do anything but defend? It's just going to be soak up pressure, no matter what. So
have they got the defenders out injured, or is that all?
I don't know about. I believe both Tarkowski and Ben Mee are out. So.
Oh dear. Yeah.
So it's not looking good whatsoever. For them too, I'm afraid. So I'm assuming Kevin Long will play. But he did all right, actually, Kevin Long, when he played, I think, alongside Tarkowski. But then again, Tarkowski may actually start. So it's just a rumour that he may be a bit injured.
And did he go international duty with England?
I don't think so. No, I don't think he did. I could be stand corrected, but Mr. Blue Nathan, I'm hoping 0-0 between Burnley and Leicester. Absolutely no chance. Harvey saying Vardy by the party hat trick. Tell you what, get a bet on it. Genuinely. Rowan Egberts, 288 people live, so like and subscribe. This is good stuff, people. Thanks, Rowan. Appreciate that. Where am I looking at here? Gorilla Snow, your luck is in, Steve-O. I don't know what you mean by that, my luck in. I've had a decent game week today. Ings coming in. We've had Mane coming in. Robertson and Trent so far. Wilson and St. Max have done Jackal, McCarthy. Ray there saying, I'm hoping Vardy misses everything. Well, so do I.
Oh, Mount's just nearly scored. Just had a curling shot from about 20 yards just over. It's the first time I've seen it.
That's a very good.
Time
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I was going to say it's the first time I've seen Alisson this second half so far.
Kevin
Nothing.
Meyer making a point here. Milner will probably be on penalties now.
Yeah, potentially.
Matt Henley, is Ings on penalties now, or was JWP off the pitch?
No, Ward-Prowse was on the pitch.
Matt making the point. It's true. Raw One always listen to Steve-O's history. Again, I reiterate the point. Unfortunately, the history for all the popular captaincy picks was absolutely awful. The choice for me between Mane and Aubameyang, it was just go with the safety. They're basically Mane in 6 games, 3 goals, and ironically, one of the games he scored a double. And Aubameyang, 1 goal, 2 assists, across 6 fixtures. And I just went with safety. Go for it, Paulie.
I were agreeing with you. Yeah. I went with safety as well.
I'm happy to go with safety. I'm not going to begrudge anything. I mean, if we're going to go deep down, yeah, maybe I should have just gone with it. But you know what? Whatever. Be interested to see what the history says next week. Although I am probably going to be going with Werner if I own him, which I probably will do. I'll tell you what though, Werner could what would you reckon drop down in price with this performance? Maybe with a lot of sellers.
Yeah, after this performance, I don't think because it were doing all right until red card. It's not been able to do much now. So it's just been all Liverpool. I'd not sell him. I saw Havertz's price might be going down though.
Havertz will price. I think it's very volatile, like I said. Arun is saying, Steve-O, how are your predictions going? So far as outcomes, along with Jason, Birdio, the history. Oh no, actually no, Birdio isn't in there. So between myself, Jason, and the history over the last 5 fixtures. 5 fixtures. 6 fixtures, including today's game in Newcastle. I've got 4 out of 6. That's not including Chelsea. Jason's got 4 out of 6. And the history's got 4 out of 6. I went Newcastle Brighton 1-1. Jason, Birdio, and the history. Jason and history went 1-0 each. Birdio and the Jason, and history went 0-0. Liverpool, I went 3-2 to Liverpool. Jason went 2-1 Chelsea, and Birdio went 3-2 Chelsea as well. So, but last week, when it came to this specific bit of fun, the history won with 9 points. Jason and Crazy Jack with 8 points. Myself only on 6. Although I'll tell you what, Paulie, Semi-Sweet Potato, he's done a phenomenal job, hasn't he, on that score predictor game?
Yeah, he has. I've actually had a couple of conversations with him, and I just mentioned just little ways that he could possibly improve it. But when I messaged him, he said, "Yeah, I'm already working on that."
And what were those improvements, if you're allowed to mention them?
Yeah, one of them was just like the how you get the bonus for picking the first goal scorer and stuff. The thing that I can't remember what point I brought up. It was just like, can you get answers that cannot end in a tie? So, for example, who's going to get the most possession? It can be 50-50, can't it? Who can make the most fouls? It can be. But like, who's going to like? For example, will there be a goal in the first half? Will there be a yellow card in the first half? That's either a yes or no, isn't it? You can't have a tie for that. Will there be a goal in both halves? They were just like little questions that I suggested to him, and he said, yeah, he's going to be working on that. And the other one was, when I did the game week 1 predictions, I couldn't find where game week 2 was.
Yes, that's the same as me. Yeah.
I didn't realise you had to scroll down.
Yes.
So I just suggested, is it possible to like get the fixtures that are going to be the next game week on screen, and then like tabs down the side where you can navigate to future and last week ones? And he said Jerry's already working on that one as well.
We've got the Burnley team using Nick Pope in goal, Bardsley, Long, Dunn, Jimmy Dunn. That's his first start for us in the Premier League. Charlie Taylor starts. Westwood, Brownhill, McNeil, Brady, Wood, and Rodriguez. I tell you what, I like the midfield. Midfield and strike force excellent. Hold on. We've got a penalty for Chelsea. Penalty for Chelsea. Paulie.
Yeah. My Sky actually went in standby, so I've completely missed it.
Oh.
My Sky box were going to go in standby, so I was looking for my remote. Werner.
Thiago may have caught.
Yeah, so Werner's running in from the wing. He's running across the edge of the box, but he's in the box, and he's ran across the front of Thiago, and he's gone down. It wasn't a slide tackle; it was just like a coming together. So if he's knocked his feet, then yeah. But
it's gonna be Jorginho, isn't it?
Yeah, and Werner's holding his shoulder as well.
My mate Sahil brought Jorginho in, and I laughed at him. And I said, "Why? Is it just because of penalties? I don't even think he'll start."
Yeah, the check. Because it could potentially be offside.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like it's going to be taken.
Yeah, he's ready to take it, but they're just VAR on screen now. They're putting offside lines out and stuff.
Right, okay. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a penalty.
Saved! He saved it! Get in!
I just missed it. Alisson saved it.
Oh, thank God for that. Get in. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, is not off his line either, so that'll not be retaken.
Well done, Alisson. Oh, it could be retaken.
Yeah, it's not retaken. No, they're taking corner now.
No, it's happy. They're happy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah, they were just explaining that there has to be 1 foot on the line or behind the line, and he had his left foot actually in the back of the net. So.
Oh, Adam Wheeler, I love you, Alisson. So do I.
Yes. So the outcome of that is Jorginho missed a penalty and Timo Werner's walking around holding his shoulder.
Holding his shoulder?
It's like doing the windmill with his left shoulder.
Oh, right, yeah. So maybe.
Well,
interestingly enough, I haven't got him in my wildcard team as of now because I'm being really clever. Like I said, I'm trying to play the game of price rising and see if I can get 0.2 selling price out of somebody. And I'll tell you what, if Werner goes down in price, if he goes down in price, I've played this wild card beautifully. Like I said, I've lost.
Robertson's in, cut it back, defended.
I lost 0.3, and I've made on 3 players 0.1, but not selling value. Oh.
Yeah, the thing with Werner is, I think if he does go down 0.1, it won't be long before he's back up 0.1. I think he'll come good. Same with Havertz as well.
Adam Wheeler, Allison is now on 2 bonus. Well, yeah, penalty saves shoot you right up. They shoot you right up. Do you know, it's funny, Paulie, I'm in this dilemma, like I said, of this game. This game will either tell me to bring in double Liverpool defence or have Salah / Mane. I'm a bit confused, personally. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the red cards made it harder for you in regards to Liverpool defence as well.
Well, okay, I'll ask you the question. What would you rather have? 2 Liverpool defence or Mane / Salah? Or
Mane,
Salah specifically?
I'd have Salah or Mane. I don't like having double defence. I like having 5 different defenders from 5 different teams. But that's just me.
Yep, fingers crossed. There it is there. Fingers crossed, Grekler. Mane Hattie. Doubt it,
Yeah.
but...
They've got a free kick right on the edge of the box, Liverpool.
Who's this? Sorry, Liverpool. Who's taking it?
Salah and Trent's over it, but it's on the it's on Trent's side, but Salah and Trent are having a conversation about it now. Salah wants ball, Trent don't want to gain ball.
Oh, hold on a minute. Tammy
Salah's got
Abraham's
the
going to
ball.
be coming on.
Just took ball off him and put ball down.
Yeah, it's Trent
don't
that's
know
going to
what's
be
gonna
taking it, it looks like. He's done nothing with it. And while we've got a quick break, Leicester team news is as follows. Schmeichel in goal, Castagna, Ndidi, Soyuncu, Justin, Mendy, Pratt, Tielemans, Perez, Barnes,
I've just gone over it for Bar.
Perez, Barnes and Vardy. So there we have it, everybody. No shocks again. Maddison's still injured then, I take it, Paulie. Paulie. Oh man, let me just get off this.
And Georgina going off.
You're gonna have to repeat that, mate. Sorry, you cut off for a second.
I would just tell you 2 substitutions.
Yep. What were they?
Barkley and Tammy Abraham have come on, and Timo Werner and Kovacic have both gone off.
Werner off. Did he make the 60 minutes?
Werner's not gone off.
Okay. Paulie, what's going on here, mate? Mana picking out Salah.
But Jorginho and Kovacic off, Barkley, Abraham on.
What's going on here?
Bit for me. So I'm only getting half of what you're saying.
Yeah, don't worry, it's my fault. I know exactly what's happening here. It's because Leicester decide, rather than just putting up a simple picture of their team news, they decide to put up a poxy video, and now I can't upload any stupid pictures from Twitter. It's so typical.
I don't know, Boomer. Is there?
Say it again.
I don't know what happened there, Steve.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's my end. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Finally, I can get on Twitter again. Thank goodness for that. Loud and clear again, Paulie? Nope, Paulie seems to have vanished off the face of the planet for some reason.
You cut out again, I didn't hear you.
Let me drag you out and put you back in again. Let's see if... Paulie, are we there? Are we there going to have a coherent conversation?
I hope so.
Yeah, there we are, done.
Yeah,
Ruin-
he kept going quiet. I was talking, but I got no response. So I don't know what happened.
It's because it doesn't matter. Ray Brafe, Mane sucks, scores twice as soon as switching for Salah. Well, the rule of thumb is this: if you're going to have one, just stick with him. That's it. Roman Ed. Yes, Paulie?
Yeah, it's just got in behind the Chelsea defence. It's put a cross in that we're going to fall to Mane at the back post, but Reece James has headed it out for a corner.
Roman is saying, what do you think of Harry Kane for man of the match? This particular fixture, that fixture that's just happened, Paulie.
Well, from what I saw, it looked really good. As you said at the start, he was dropping a bit deeper and just playing the balls forward. So it didn't look as though he were playing as a natural forward. Thiago's just had a shot wide. You know you've had a good game when you get man at match and someone scored 4 goals.
Yes! Absolutely. If you are joining us, thank you for joining in with myself, Steve-O, and Paulie. Paulie, my correspondent today, he's watching the game. I'm just listening in on the radio. Marios, I am ruined. My team is looking so bad. I am so sad. I wouldn't be worried about it. If it's that bad, wildcard. FPL bench points is a marathon, not a sprint. Well, yes. But if your team is as bad as what mine was, get them gone. Because a lot of people like me we're going to be getting rid of Mane anyway after this particular fixture. So, Philip Blundell, just thinking I bought Fernandes in for Mane. To be fair, these people that have got hindsight now and everything, it's not really their fault, is it, Paulie?
Like I said earlier, you had a reason to make the transfer before it either went right or wrong.
Yes.
So you can't really be blaming yourself. It's just you either made the correct decision or the wrong decision at that moment.
How do you think... I mean, I know Jason's going to be annoyed that Mane is going to come up with the usual line, oh, Steve will be happy with Mane, blah, 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 all that nonsense. But let's be real here with his specific team. Oh, he's dropped down now. Oh, there he is there. He's fifth. Fifth in the Content Creators League. So, Jason's... Oh, no, Chelsea on the attack with Abraham?
Oh, what a save. Yeah, Werner's played Abraham in, and Abraham's tried to bend it round Alisson and has dove to his left and saved it.
Oh, Werner's gone down.
Yeah, it's just someone's just tackled him from behind. They won the ball, but they took the ball and Werner as well.
So Jason's wildcard team, he's had no players playing today whatsoever. He's got Sterling captain tomorrow, De Bruyne, Jesus, Podence, Justin is going to be playing at 7 o'clock. He's got Watkins as well. If you're in Jason's shoes, are you going to be confident going into tomorrow night?
I've always thought that Wolves are going to make it hard for Man City tomorrow. I don't think it'll be a blowout, but obviously if Man City do something, it's going to be KDB, Sterling that you'd expect are going to be among it. Just has he captain the right one out of the two.
Should I get a Liverpool defender or double up on Wolves' defence, says Mario Stalides. What do you do, Paulie?
I just don't like the double defence for any team. So I'd go single Liverpool.
Oh, we got a substitution for Liverpool, Paulie.
Have we?
Apparently so. A young Liverpoolian is going to be coming on.
Game's not stopped yet, so they'll not show it on camera yet.
Oh, okay, that's
fine. I like Chris Kamara there, weren't I?
Ouch.
No, it's that Minamino's coming on.
Oh, okay. Okay, Minamino coming on. For who?
They haven't put number up yet. Firmino.
Yeah. Alen saying, I have Son, Calvert-Lewin and Ings, but I triple captain Aubameyang. Oh, yeah. Paulie, people triple captaining Aubameyang. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it? West Ham didn't look good the first game, so you'd expected Aubameyang to do well. Just West Ham seemed to have tightened it up a little bit. Good idea at the time, but then if it goes wrong, then you're always looking back on the decision, aren't you?
Talking of decisions, you were part of the chat when Jason was doing his wildcard, weren't you?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on his wildcard team? Honestly. Because I genuinely think it's very good, genuinely.
Yeah, it is good. It's going forward, the 3-Man City, yes. I just didn't like the 3-Man City against Wolves. It got talked out of...
Salah crossing, Van Dijk with a chance, Paulie.
Yeah, Salah's crossed it in, Van Dijk's took it on the chest, but the control is just a bit in front of him and it's gone straight to the Chelsea goalkeeper. Yeah, as I was saying, when he was doing his wild card, he had Cleaking, didn't he, from Leeds first, and then he changed it to Podence because some people convinced him to do it.
Buddha saying, I genuinely think it's a terrible wildcard. More to the point, the triple Man City attack is shocking in my opinion. I made the point about Jesus, don't know why he got him in, but your thoughts on triple Man City?
Going forward, I think it's all right. It's just, like I said, I wouldn't have had triple for the Wolves game. Especially KDB and Sterling. They're going to be the two who are going to get bulk of the points for Man City anyway. But there's the cheaper option of, is Foden going to play? Is Mahrez going to play? So they could be good options for like 2 or 3 million cheaper. I also did say to Jason as well, I didn't say it, I typed it at the time, and he was thinking he had Cleek in his midfield and he had 1.5 in bank, and I told him to put Zaha in instead.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but obviously no, it was just in the chat and obviously no one saw it. Yeah. So if it had done that, he'd have missed out on Cleef's points, but he'd have got 2 goals, wouldn't he?
Well, I've got Zaha in my team at the moment, a 3-5-2 formation. I think that
it was weird, isn't it? Like everyone, can you remember when I put Zaha in last season, and even you had a little giggle at me, didn't you, for it?
Well, he was useless last year.
And like in a matter of weeks, he's gone into a decent option now.
Well, he's looking fantastic. He's looking on it. He's looking like he's it's the usual line. He's looking happy. He's looking like he's enjoying himself. That's what you want to do. Get on these players. Philip Blunell saying, "Why are peeps using the chips so soon, Paulie?"
It's either they've got a poor team and they're wanting obviously to make it better, or they're just wanting to get a head start of people like using the triple captain and bench boost and everything.
Gorilla Snow saying, is Salah blank, which isn't official yet, but is a Salah blank good for Aubameyang captain as Paulie?
Well, it is. They've got more points, haven't they? So, yeah. I think everyone were going to go, no matter the blank, they were going to go Aubameyang anyway.
Robertson with a cross, but it's been cleared away by Zuma. With Jota, Emblem Go, with Jota in for Liverpool, could we have a rotation coming between the offensive players? Nope, absolutely no chance.
I think Jota, if Jota plays and gets minutes, I think he'll be good for Liverpool, especially at that price as well, FPL wise.
He'll be good for Liverpool, but he won't be a first teamer. He'll never break into that. Unless one of them gets injured, absolutely no chance. Lewis Kirkby saying, I hate the triple City attack too. Simeon Zercher saying, I just do not like it due to the Pep roulette. Well, Sterling and Kevin De Bruyne are always going to play, give or take.
Yeah, there might be 1 or 2 that they don't start out at 38.
Brew is asking for a Justin clean sheet and a goal. You got that all last week. Watch Chris Wood wipe out that clean sheet. Watch Rodriguez step up and get a goal.
Brew's overtaken me now in league as well.
Is this the invitational one?
No, it's the the mod one that you're in as well.
Oh, the Elite Injectors.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
He overtook me. I think he's like 4 points in front of me, and we've both got the same players playing now. So he's going to be top at league after game week 2 now.
Let's bring it up in 2 seconds.
He had Son, didn't he? And
Kane.
and Danny Ings. And Ryan, clean sheet in net, yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah, he had
Well
Ryan.
done, well
pretty sure he
done.
had Ryan as well. It was funny as well because earlier Dre messaged on Discord, and he said he tagged me and Bruin same one, and he goes, "Oh, Paul, Bruce your rival now," and I went, "Oh no, he's too far behind me at minute. He's in front of me now."
Yeah, let's just bring up Bruce
So
team
that all
here.
went that all went wrong.
God, look at that. Yeah, 75 points at the moment. Before bonus, all that malarkey. I mean, just look at it. Son he had. Son, Mitrovic, Ings.
Yeah. He also
Money!
Walker Peters as well.
Ooh, shot from distance, Paulie.
Yeah, just Mane shot from outside box and Kepa's dove to his right and tipped it round for a corner.
Oh.
It would have been a stellar assist as well.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
it's a good save that actually. It took a deflection off Chelsea defender on way to goalie. Changed direction. We're into 2 minutes of the 3-minute stoppage time as well.
Huh? We're already there? Blimey.
Yeah, we're into 93rd minute now, yeah.
Blimey, I didn't even realise. Oh, my goodness. Well, this is Bruce's team up on screen. Absolutely. He's had a phenomenal day today. Ings and Son.
Yeah, really.
As you just mentioned, Ryan. Mitrovic yesterday. Captain Aubameyang. Can't do much with that. But yeah, he's had a very, very, very good day today. Let's just quickly look. Go for it, Paulie.
I was going to say I messaged him earlier as well, saying how well his game week's gone for him. Not bitter or anything.
No. Hold on.
Salah. Oh, what a save. Oh. Salah's just had a shot. Kepa saved it. It's rebounded about 6 yards out to Wijnaldum. But because it's going quite quickly, it's hit him and gone out for a goal kick. He's not been able to touch, yeah. Oh.
It's the end of the game.
Yeah, full time,
Just a quick one, just to update the bonus points. Mane on 3. It's all up on screen right now. Mane on 3. Alisson with 2. Chance he may get 3, but unlikely. And Trent Alexander-Arnold looks like he's going to come in with 1 bonus point there. Paulie, I always ask this. I know it's very, very good of you to be doing this. Your thoughts on the game, any standout moments for yourself, and just summarise basically your opinion on today's game.
So, like I said at half time, it was both teams looked really cautious. They weren't really throwing men forward. Liverpool looked like they were going to create the most chances. They looked like they were more likely to score. And then the red card happened just before half time, and then the second half. Let me just
interject. Did that red card, in your opinion, change the game in the sense of it could have potentially been going out to a draw? The game didn't sound that exciting, and then all of a sudden the red card came in. What do you think on that?
Yeah, it looked as though if it had continued without the red card, the chances are that it could have been a draw. Liverpool looked the most likely to score, but it wouldn't have been one way like it were in the second half after the red card.
So yeah, Werner. I mean, Gavin Gould here saying, did Werner even have any shots?
No, he didn't.
He won the penalty, which was missed.
Yeah, so it won the penalty. Penalty was saved. Apart from that, Chelsea didn't really do anything.
Chelsea for you, they're up against West Brom next. Is it just a case of just hold the assets, don't panic?
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you've got Timo Werner, hold on to him. Havertz's price looks as though it's going to go down tonight. Actually, I've just had a look. It's on 90 point something.
I've already asked this question, but for someone like me, right as we speak, right this second, I'm a bit. Do I? There's a Peep Show reference there. Do I have that double Liverpool defence, or do I have Salah in my team? Do you know what, Paulie? I'm actually pretty happy with the double Liverpool defence as of right this split second as we speak.
Yeah, well, it's if you're confident in it, don't let anyone else talk you out of it.
Yes, yes.
That's
something like
what I learnt, and it all went wrong for me this game week.
Well, the good thing is that I'm working, so I will not be I can't panic or anything because I'll be at work
Yeah.
during the times of deadlines and anything. It's just a case of the team set, it's done, leave it as it is.
And your Twitter's just full of Bill and Office into it. There's no FPL on it
Yeah,
anymore.
that's correct. I've just muted everything. I don't need to listen to any of it. The only time I see anything to do with FPL is if it's my choice and when I go onto Discord. But even then, I don't really look at anything other than the certain menus, i.e. the polls and stuff. And Paulie, I really do appreciate you coming on today. Any final words before we let you go? Do you want to say something to your rivals? Like Brew?
I've already said well done to Brew. I did have a little laugh earlier saying that it is not close enough to me yet, and then he overtook me, so that went kind of pear-shaped.
Well,
but just for the people who, because I have seen comments about even on Discord, people have been saying I might delete my FPL team and stuff. I'm like, well, you're only 2 game weeks in. Don't just lose faith after 2 game weeks. There's 36 left. Plenty of time to get your points back and everything.
Well done to Firetog. Triple Liverpool defence. Well done. Arun, good night from India. Yeah, good night, pal. Good night. I'll be going to bed myself in a minute. And remember, it's the Leicester versus Burnley game on BBC. Paulie, really do appreciate you coming on, mate.
Yeah, no problem. Nice to chat.
No, thank you. There's Paulie there, my correspondent, taking us through the Chelsea loss here, where they lost 2-0 to Liverpool. 2 goals from Mane. It's the usual story from me, really. If you've enjoyed them, 6 away from 100 likes. Cheers, Firetog. If you have enjoyed the show, just simply hit the like button. If you are completely brand new around here, you've enjoyed the content myself and Jason have produced over the last 7 days, by all means, hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at Elite FPL. Go and join the Discord. That's how you get on live on air with myself and Jason. That's how Paulie obviously joined us. Go to elitefpl.com. Check out the wonderful score predictor that Semi-Sweet Potato has designed. And other than that, all I will say is, well, what can I say? Really enjoyed that. Time flew by. And what I will say, make sure you tune in tonight for Jason's stream, 9 o'clock. He has no idea what will have happened in the football today. I personally cannot wait to see his reaction to the Tottenham game. That's the one game I'm personally looking forward to him reacting to, because it is going to be fantastic, as no one would have seen that coming. Other than that, I've been Steve-O, and I will see you at some point next week. Cheers, guys, and see you later.